Part 93. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 921. The current strength of the human race is no match for all other forces in the universe, so how could there be a critical situation? However, the Eternal Ancestor sent an urgent message. Without hesitation, Li Yang's consciousness immediately entered the virtual world. Li Yang, you are here. Seeing Li Yang, the Eternal Ancestor hurriedly called him over. Teacher, what happened? Li Yang walked over and asked. I hope readers will remember our domain name Taiwan Novel Network rightward arrow. At this time, there is only one Eternal Ancestor in the virtual world. I will tell you later, and other masters of my human race will come soon. The Eternal Ancestor said, and just after he finished speaking, he suddenly felt Li Yang's life breath, and a trace of surprise appeared on his face. Li Yang, have you broken through? The virtual world was created by the human race, and it can be said that it is controlled by the Eternal Ancestor, so the Eternal Ancestor can obviously sense some of Li Yang's situation. He could feel that the fluctuation of Li Yang's aura was obviously much stronger than before. Li Yang's strength was so strong before, and he knew that Li Yang was already a top master before, and now his strength has become stronger. There is obviously only one explanation. Well, teacher, I just broke through to the ancestor realm, Li Yang said with a smile. Good. Hearing what Li Yang said, the face of the Eternal Ancestor suddenly showed an extremely pleasant surprise. Even if he knew that Li Yang had the ancestor dragon clone and would break through sooner or later, but now that he really broke through, he still felt a huge surprise. Before the breakthrough, Li Yang could greatly suppress the ancestor of creation, and now that he has broken through, Li Yang's strength has skyrocketed compared to before. At this time, Li Yang estimated that he could easily kill the ancestor of creation with his own strength. This is definitely a great joy for the human race. Li Yang, how difficult do you feel it is to kill other ancestors of creation now? The Eternal Ancestor couldn't help asking. Diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit. Killing the ancestor of creation, this represents too much significance. Before, it was because Li Yang and the Hunyuan ancestor joined forces and had the ability to kill the creator ancestor that many alien races gave in, and the situation of human race dominance was formed. Under the expectant eyes of the Eternal Ancestor, Li Yang said confidently, Teacher, it is easy for my disciple to kill the creator ancestor now. Just kidding, Li Yang's strength at this time has skyrocketed 1,000 times compared to before. Even the peak of the creator ancestor is not Li Yang's opponent. Li Yang is now an invincible strong man in the ancestor realm. And now the demon clan Wuhan ancestor and others in the universe are just ordinary creator ancestors. How huge is the gap with Li Yang? Therefore, Li Yang is confident that he can easily kill them in seconds. Not only can he kill them in seconds, but he can also easily kill a large area in seconds. Hearing Li Yang's answer, the Eternal Ancestor was even more excited. He thought for a while and said, Li Yang, a big thing has happened now. Don't tell us about your breakthrough for the time being. We will celebrate for you after the matter is over. Oh? Big thing. Hearing this, Li Yang was even more confused. What happened that made the Eternal Ancestor so cautious? Swish. 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 As the two were talking, the masters of the virtual world kept appearing. Eternal Ancestor, Lord Li Yang. Other masters of the human race appeared at this time, each with a puzzled look on their face, obviously not knowing what had happened. When all the masters gathered, the Eternal Ancestor did not waste time, and waved his right hand, and a picture suddenly appeared in front of everyone. In the picture, a 6-color crystal was shown, and the 6-color crystal was refined by the Binjio clan Yanlu master. Rightward arrow. In the distance, the Blue Wolf master was very fast, and he asked the Yanlu master to stop refining the crystal, and even attacked the Yanlu master directly. One attack, the Yanlu master was injured, and first his strength was not as good as the Blue Wolf Master, and then the two were evenly matched. The speed of the Blue Wolf Overlord is so fast, that speed has completely reached the level of the Creator. How is it possible? The Blue Wolf Overlord is just an ordinary Overlord, how can he be so strong? The Yanlu Overlord is obviously not the opponent of the Blue Wolf Overlord, and later he is not inferior to the Blue Wolf Overlord. The Blue Wolf Overlord has the strength of the Creator, and the Yanlu Overlord also has the strength of the Creator. What's going on? It's because of the refining of the 6-color crystal. The Yanlu Overlord obviously refined the 6-color crystal, and his strength has greatly improved. And the Blue Wolf Overlord must have refined it before. Oh my god, what is that 6-color crystal? It can actually make such a big transformation in strength. This effect is tens of thousands of times stronger than the blood essence of the ancestor dragon. The human race's overlords were full of shock, looking at the situation on the screen. No one is stupid, and a lot of information can be analyzed by watching the video screen. The Eternal Ancestor waited until the screen ended and said in a deep voice, "Everyone, as shown in the screen, the unknown 6-color crystal appeared on the Chaos Plane, and the Demon Clan Blue Wolf Lord and the Ice Moon Clan Yanlu Lord were refined. Their strength was instantly raised from ordinary lords to the level of the Creator. Two of these treasures appeared at once, and there is a high possibility that there will be more. Therefore, our human race is ready to go to the Chaos Plane immediately to fight for the 6-color crystal." The Eternal Ancestor's face was full of sternness. The Creator, the peak realm of this universe, the appearance of one is of great significance to the tribe. And now, such an existence can be easily born. The human race now dominates the universe, but there are only 3 founders, Li Yang, Hunyuan Ancestor, and him. Chaos Planes. At this time, Li Yang's eyes moved slightly when he heard what the Eternal Ancestor said. He had just learned about the specialness of this chaotic plane, and then such treasures appeared on this chaotic plane. A crystal allows an ordinary master to directly possess the strength of the founder of the world. This treasure is simply unparalleled. In terms of effect, it is even more precious than a supreme holy weapon. If a 6-color crystal and a supreme holy weapon were placed in front of others and let others choose, it is estimated that everyone would choose the 6-color crystal. Brush. At this moment, the figure of Hunyuan Ancestor suddenly appeared directly. Hunyuan Ancestor glanced at everyone and said, "I just inquired. Not only our human race, but also the strong men of other major ethnic groups have basically gone to the Chaos Planes. Not only the human race received the news, but other races also received it. A 6-color crystal stone directly increases the strength to the level of the founder of the world. Oh my god, what kind of treasure is this? Quick! Go to the Chaos Plane. As long as we get one, our tribe will immediately become the pinnacle tribe." The entire universe was visibly shaken when the news broke. The strongest members of each ethnic group almost went crazy, and they all rushed out to the Chaos Planes. In the human virtual world, after Hunyuan Ancestor finished speaking, the Eternal Ancestor also said directly, "Without further delay, we will gather immediately and prepare to leave. Thanks to Zero Eta for the 100 reward, thank you." End of this chapter. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 922. The Eternal Ancestor directly ordered to prepare to take the human race strongmen to the Chaos Plane immediately to compete for the 6-color crystal. I hope readers will remember our domain name Taiwan Novel Network rightward arrow. In fact, the human race is now the only one in the universe, and Li Yang has successfully broken through. Even if there are a few more founders of the alien race, it will definitely not affect the human race. But no one knows how many 6-color crystals there are. If there are a lot of them, the appearance of a few founders of the alien race will have no effect on the human race. But if dozens of founders of the alien race appear, it will definitely have a great impact. Yes, Eternal Ancestor. I'm in the outside world and will return immediately. After the order was issued, the human race masters nodded immediately. When there was a hint of anxiety in their eyes, there was also a hint of excitement. The anxiety was that other races got the 6 color crystals and there were more and more founders. The excitement was that they also had the hope of becoming the founder. Who wouldn't want to reach this level of power? In the end, only the Hunyuan ancestor, Yongheng ancestor, and Li Yang were left in the virtual world. Li Yang asked, "Teacher, who spread the news on the chaos plane?" "The 6 color crystal stone, such a great opportunity, it is reasonable that the strong who know it cannot spread it, but this time the whole universe knows it." "Not sure." Yongheng ancestor shook his head and said, "It should be one of the 2 lone Black Water Palace masters and Mulun ancestors. Diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit." The Black Water Palace master and Mulun ancestor are both lone creation ancestors, with strange personalities, and do not participate in any ethnic conflicts. Before, the human race obtained the inheritance of the Kaishan sect, and the 15 creation ancestors of the coalition team joined forces to deal with the human race. The 2 Black Water Palace masters did not make any movement, which was extremely mysterious. And the one who can record the battle scenes of the demon clan Xinglang Lord and the Binjio clan Yanlu Lord, who have become the creation ancestors, must be a powerful creation ancestor, and they are the most likely. There is no need to dwell on this issue, and this is not the point. Li Yang, you have broken through now. Both your main body and clones can easily kill the ancestor of creation. This time when you go to the chaos plane, you should bring more clones. The main fighting force is still you, the eternal ancestor said. At this time, the Hunyuan ancestor also knew about Li Yang's breakthrough. "Li Yang, your breakthrough should be hidden for the time being. Don't expose it. There may be a battle on the chaos plane later. Hiding your strength may have unexpected effects. The hidden one is the trump card." "Teacher, Hunyuan ancestor, I know." Li Yang nodded. The human race moved quickly. The masters gathered one by one, and Li Yang also brought his clones to gather with the human race. On the way, news came from time to time on the chaos plane. 6 color crystals kept appearing. According to the news, 13 masters have become the ancestor of creation with the help of 6 color crystals. And more than 36 color crystals have appeared, which has caused the whole universe to go crazy. The masters who were already on the chaos plane, and even the powerful ones who had become the ancestors of creation, were frantically searching, while those who had not yet reached the chaos plane were extremely anxious, hoping that the 6 color crystal would appear later and wait for them. Among them, the human race was obviously more anxious. Because the human race was the only one in the universe before, and Li Yang's Kaishan sect inherited the fusion law, so the masters of the human race stayed in the human race, practicing with peace of mind, and did not go out to venture. As for the other ethnic groups whose strength had greatly decreased, because of the weakness of the ethnic group, they were full of urgency in their hearts and were eager to improve their strength, so many went to the chaos plane to look for opportunities. At this time, there were powerful people from the Demon Clan, Metal Clan, Ice Moon Clan, etc. on the chaos plane, but there was no powerful person from the human race. Time flew, and 3 months passed in the blink of an eye. In the aircraft, Li Yang was studying the Kunlun mirror. Kunlun mirror is basically Li Yang's biggest reliance. As the secret patterns inside the Kunlun mirror are mastered, Li Yang's soul pressure is still increasing. Before, after breaking through to become the ancestor of creation, Li Yang clearly felt that the Kunlun mirror had undergone some wonderful changes. What is the change of this Kunlun mirror? I can't even detect it, Li Yang pondered slightly. Just after breaking through to become the ancestor of creation, his consciousness entered the Kunlun mirror for the first time. This Kunlun mirror actually absorbed a lot of his soul, and then returned to calm. Li Yang clearly felt that the Kunlun mirror was completely under his control, but he didn't know what the change was. While studying, suddenly a figure came over. Teacher Li Yang looked at the eternal ancestor who came over. At this time, the eternal ancestor's face was obviously cautious. Li Yang just received news that 10 six-color crystals appeared together on the chaos plane, causing a crazy fight. At this time, several months have passed, and the human race is less than 10 minutes away from the chaos plane. However, in just 10 minutes, 10 six-color crystals appeared. This is obviously not good news. Although Li Yang and Hunyuan ancestor are powerful, they have not yet arrived and are not even qualified to compete. After 10 minutes, the 10 six-color crystals must have been fought over. The face of the eternal ancestor was grim. At this time, the number of the creation ancestors on the chaos plane had reached more than 50. For example, in the demon race, the Blue Wolf Lord was the first to become the ancestor of creation by relying on the six-color crystal stone. After that, he continued to fight and got several crystal stones. The demon race arrived at the chaos plane one day earlier than the human race. Later, the other 4 ordinary masters of the demon race all refined the six-color crystal stone and became the ancestor of creation. At this time, the demon race suddenly had 6 ancestor of creation. It was the most ancestor of creation among all the major forces. 10. Li Yang's face also changed slightly. The human race now naturally hopes that the six-color crystal stone will appear again after they arrive at the chaos plane. But the situation is obviously not developing as the human race hopes. After saying a few words, the eternal ancestor left again, leaving Li Yang slightly pondering. What exactly is the six-color crystal stone? Before, he carefully checked the information of Kaishan sect and tried to find the information of the six-color crystal stone, but there was no information record. Logically speaking, this kind of treasure that can make an ordinary master become the ancestor of creation must be very famous. At least it is very famous in a powerful force like Kaishan sect, but there is no record, which is obviously a bit strange. It can make an ordinary master directly have the strength of the ancestor of creation. I wonder if the ancestor of creation can refine it and improve his strength. If he refines the six-color crystal stone with his current strength, will it be stronger? While thinking about it, a voice suddenly sounded in Li Yang's mind. Conspiracy, the ancestor crystal stone is a conspiracy. Master, don't refine it. End of this chapter. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 923. Conspiracy, the ancestral crystal is a conspiracy. Master, please do not refine it. A voice suddenly sounded in Li Yang's mind. This voice suddenly sounded, making Li Yang startled. Who? Li Yang's expression suddenly changed, and he suddenly became alert. With how strong he is now, he is definitely the strongest in this universe. Even the second most powerful Hunyuan ancestor may not be able to withstand an attack from Li Yang. However, a strong man came to him without Li Yang noticing. This was simply impossible. However, after the sudden change in his face, Li Yang showed a hint of disbelief in his eyes. He looked at the Kunlun mirror in his hand, because he discovered that the sound came from inside the Kunlun mirror. Buzz. At this time, strange black light points condensed in the Kunlun mirror, just like soul light points. These soul light points actually condensed into a villain. If you look carefully at the face of this little man, he even looks a bit similar to Li Yang. Are you, the weapon spirit of Kunlun mirror? Li Yang was shocked. Powerful treasures have their own consciousness, but this consciousness is not very complicated and will only obey the instructions of the treasure owner, like a mechanical life. However, the little man in front of him seemed to be alive. Before, Kunlun mirror also had its own weapon spirit, but the weapon spirit's thinking was very simple. Master, I am the Kunlun mirror spirit. The previous owner named me Xiao Kun. OM. Kunlun mirror spirit looked at Li Yang as if he were a normal life. Xiao Kun. Li Yang's mouth twitched when he heard the name. He thought secretly in his mind. Previous owner? The Kunlun mirror was ownerless before. Has its previous owner died? Only by falling can the treasure return to its ownerless state. Of course, it is also possible that the person deliberately abandoned the Kunlun mirror. This Kunlun mirror is very powerful. Even now, Li Yang feels that he has only activated part of the power of the Kunlun mirror. Thinking in his mind, Li Yang carefully felt the state of the Kunlun mirror. At this time, the Kunlun mirror is still completely under his control, and the special weapon spirit in front of him is also completely under his control. If he is willing, he can even annihilate its consciousness directly. Slightly relieved, Li Yang asked, Kunlun mirror, who was your previous owner? Kunlun mirror spirit said, the former master was named Kunlun Star Master, and he was one of the pinnacle beings in the universe. However, in that battle, other peak beings besieged the former master, causing the former master to fall. I was also defeated, and only the remaining a trace of instinctive consciousness. The master broke through to the ancestral realm before, and his soul was absorbed by me, which made me recover a little. Kunlun Star Master? One of the pinnacle existences in the universe. Li Yang listened to what Kunlun mirror spirit said and thought to himself, how big is the universe mentioned? Including Kaishan sect? However, after hearing that the Kunlun mirror's spiritual recovery was due to absorbing his soul, Li Yang finally figured out that this was the reason why his soul was suddenly absorbed by the Kunlun mirror. Because it absorbed his soul, this Kunlun mirror spirit looks a bit like him. At this time, Li Yang obviously had a lot of doubts in his heart that he wanted to talk about. He thought for a moment and asked, Kunlun mirror, you just said that the ancestral spar is the 6-color spar. Just now, Kunlun mirror said that the ancestral crystal was a conspiracy. 10 minutes later, the strong men of the human race will also enter the chaos planes and start fighting for the 6-color crystal. After obtaining it, they will definitely choose to let the dominant strong man in the race refine it. Yes, Master, conspiracy, this is a conspiracy. A conspiracy against Master. Kunlun mirror spirit said quickly, Master, please do not refine the ancestral crystal. If you refine it, those people's purpose will be achieved. A conspiracy against me. Li Yang was stunned for a moment after hearing this. What does this mean? Those 6-color crystals, no, they should be the ancestor crystals that appeared in large numbers. Is it because of him? He didn't do anything at all. Full of doubts in his heart, Li Yang couldn't help but said, Kunlun mirror, what is going on? Who are those people you are talking about? In this universe, Li Yang is the strongest at this time. Who else is lurking and targeting him? The 4 sacred realms. Those people are from the 4 sacred realms. They don't want the master to be strong, so they want to kill the master and occupy the master's universe, Kunlun mirror artifact spirit said quickly. 4 holy realms. Li Yang was even more confused. At this time, he couldn't understand anything Kunlun Jing said. Seeing Li Yang's confused look, Kunlun mirror spirit sighed and said, Master, your universe has been destroyed too seriously, and a lot of information is missing. I will explain it to you in detail now. Hearing this, Li Yang's heart moved. This Kunlun mirror spirit obviously knew a lot of information. He listened carefully, trying to figure out what was going on. Under his gaze, Kunlun mirror spirit spoke, the universe where the master is located is called Panyan universe. It is located in the direction of the East Holy Territory, and there are more than 30 million universes surrounding the East Saint Territory. Panyan the universe is one of more than 30 million universes. More than 30 million, one of the universes. Boom. As soon as Kunlun mirror spoke, Li Yang felt a huge impact. I don't know how far away the Kaishan sect is, and they have never been in contact with it. Before, Li Yang had thought about whether there were extraterritorial forces outside their universe. Just like the Earth and other living planets that were originally closed. And now, he knows. East Sanctuary. More than 30 million universes. The Panyan universe they are in now is just one of the more than 30 million universes. Kunlun Mirror continued, the four major sanctuaries, namely the East Sanctuary, the Western Sanctuary, the Southern Sanctuary, and the Northern Sanctuary, are the absolute core of the entire Chaos world. Each sanctuary has several Tianzun forces, and in the Chaos world, more than billions of universes surround them. Hearing this, Li Yang couldn't help but ask, Kunlun Mirror, what is Tianzun? He had seen a few words about Tianzun in the Inheritance Tower of Kaishan sect before. The Soul clan who did not practice laws and specialized in soul cultivation was a Tianzun force. At that time, Li Yang didn't know how powerful Tianzun's power was, but now he heard what Kunlun Jing said. Billions of universes surround the four holy realms, and the Tianzun force is the ruler of the four holy realms. This obviously shows how terrifying the Tianzun force is. Kunlun Mirror explained, Master, after the ancestral realm is the chaotic realm, which is divided into three stages: birth, transcendence, and saint. After the realm of chaos is the realm of heaven, which is divided into three stages: asking, peering into the sky, and joining the sky. After the heavenly Dao realm, there is the heavenly Lord. Li Yang listened carefully and was shocked. Chaos realm, heavenly Dao realm, and Tianzun, these are the three new cultivation stages. When looking at the cultivation realms of Chaos realm and heavenly Dao realm, each step is specifically divided. Obviously, even a small step forward will probably be difficult to achieve. When Li Yang was shocked, Kunlun Jing said again, the people I just mentioned who want to deal with the master are the Tianzun forces. What? Li Yang was stunned when he heard what Kunlun Mirror said. His current strength is only invincible at the ancestral realm. How could he attract special treatment from the Tianzun forces? Under Li Yang's shocked eyes, Kunlun Jing finally told the reason. There are countless powerful people in the four holy realms, and their strength far exceeds that of the billions of universes surrounding them, but there are also treasures in the billions of universes that make the Tianzun forces extremely coveted. The most precious thing among them is the heart of the universe. Among billions of universes, there is a very small probability that the heart of the universe will be born. If you can refine the heart of the universe and grow normally, you will definitely become a powerful deity. Thanks to 08 for the 100 reward, thank you. End of this chapter. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 924. Refining the heart of the universe will inevitably lead to the deity. Hearing what Kunlun Jing said, Li Yang's eyes suddenly showed a hint of shock. Billions of universes, four holy realms, in such a huge chaotic universe, Tianzun doesn't have much power. How difficult is it to become such a strong person? As a result, by refining the heart of the universe, you can become a deity. In shock, Li Yang suddenly remembered the strange place he entered when he broke through and became the founder of the world. In that strange place, he seemed to feel a heart beating continuously. Could it be that what I sense is the heart of the universe? Li Yang thought to himself. He was guessing in his mind, but Li Yang didn't say anything at this time. He turned his eyes and asked, Kunlun Mirror, Tianzun is so powerful, it should be easy for them to get the heart of the universe, right? Why are you here to deal with me specifically? At this time, Li Yang still had a lot of doubts. The powerful Tianzun force came specifically to deal with him, the ancestral realm, for the sake of the heart of the universe? In front of Tianzun, the ancestral realm is probably like an ant. He can be killed with a wave of his hand. Do you need various means? Kunlun Mirror explained, Master, the cultivators in the billions of universes surrounding the four holy realms are powerful enough to leave the universe and come to the four holy realms. They can come, but the powerful ones in the four holy realms or the other billions of strong men in the universe, but they cannot easily enter the universe. For example, in the Panian universe where the Master is located, the Master can come and go at will, but the powerful people from other universes or the four holy realms cannot. They can also come in, but they are subject to huge restrictions. No matter how weak the universe is, if a heavenly lord enters, its strength will be greatly suppressed to the level of chaos. Suppressing him so harshly, hearing this, Li Yang was stunned. After the realm of chaos, there is the realm of heaven, and after the realm of heaven, there is the deity. As a result, Tianzun entered the universe and his strength was suppressed by two great realms. This is still the most ordinary universe, that is, a universe without the heart of the universe. Kunlun Mirror continued, in billions of universes, very few have given birth to the heart of the universe. There are only a few in total. These universes suppress the strongest outsiders the most. Tianzun and other strong ones in the heavenly Dao realm and the chaos realm will all be suppressed. Suppressed to the stage of creation. Realm suppression is only one aspect. Most of the time, they cannot enter the universe where the heart of the universe is born. Therefore, even if their strength far exceeds the Master, they cannot come directly and kill the Master. So that's it? After hearing this, Li Yang roughly understood. Not only is the strength suppressed, but it seems difficult for strong foreigners to enter the universe with the heart of the universe. Thinking in his mind, Li Yang turned his eyes and suddenly asked, those ancestral crystals were placed by those Tianzun forces. Their purpose is to descend into this universe. Li Yang is not stupid. Those who want to kill him must enter Panian universe. However, they are unable to enter due to huge restrictions, and this ancestral crystal must be a means for them to enter. Yes, Master. Kunlun Jing nodded and said, the ancestral crystal is made from the bodies of special ferocious beasts. These ferocious beasts were piled up by various resources to the ancestral stage of creation. Then the top powerhouses condensed the energy in their bodies to form the ancestral crystal. This energy is easy to absorb. After absorbing it, a master can quickly increase his strength to the creation ancestor stage. However, this improvement comes at a high cost. It overdraws the body's potential. The master who refines the ancestral crystal can only maintain his strength at the ancestral stage of creation for 100 years. After 100 years, the energy dissipates and most of the masters will die. Even if they are lucky enough to survive, they will become a useless person and the world inside their body will be completely destroyed. The strength is at most equal to that of the emperor, and he will not even have much life left, and he will not be able to make progress in his life. What? Li Yang's face changed slightly when he heard what Kunlun Jing said. This treasure that can quickly increase strength has such great side effects. Treasures with overdraft potential, such as those fruits that greatly increase strength, will weaken the body after the effect of the medicine wears off, but it will fully recover after a period of time. This side effect is obviously acceptable. The side effects of the ancestral crystal can even cause the master to die directly. Which master would dare to use such a huge side effect? Unless it is a real life or death crisis, it is impossible to use it. In the four sacred realms, this ancestral crystal is something that is forbidden to be used casually. It is usually only used on people who have committed serious crimes. Kunlun Mirror said, as for the Panian universe where the master is located. This is because the repulsive force of any universe against strong outsiders changes with the strength of its own universe. If the strong ones in the universe are weak, then the external rejection will be greater. There are many strong people in the universe, so the external rejection will be smaller. So, first increase the strength of the Panian universe where the master is located, and reduce the repulsive force, then the powerful men from the four holy realms can descend into it. A universe has instinctive consciousness. If its own strength is too weak, it will definitely instinctively resist the outside world. But if one's own strength is strong enough, then it won't be a big deal to let some strong outsiders come in. After hearing what Kunlunjing said, Li Yang frowned slightly. Conspiracy, this was indeed a conspiracy. Digesting the information from Kunlun Mirror in his heart, Li Yang suddenly asked, Kunlun Mirror, is it difficult to refine the heart of the universe when powerful outsiders come in? Obviously, the goal of the outside strong is the heart of the universe. However, after a long time, the heart of the universe still exists, and it is obvious that the refining has not been successful. The Kunlun Mirror spirit nodded and said, Yes, Master. The heart of the universe of Panyan universe, the life born in Panyan universe like Master, can be refined. It can also be refined by outsiders, but the difficulty of refining will increase a lot. The difficulty has increased by at least 1,000 times. As for Master's current situation, Master is now in the Ancestor realm. After breaking through to the Chaos realm in the future, he can try to sense the heart of the universe of Panyan universe and try to refine it. If it fails, Master will break through to the Heavenly Deo realm in the future, and he will be able to refine the heart of the universe successfully. It is precisely because of this potential that the outside strong will not let the strong in Panyan universe grow up. Once there are more creation ancestors in their universe, they will come and launch a war of annihilation to kill all life. 2,000 years ago, the battle between Master and the coalition forces even killed the creation ancestor. The outside world has not penetrated Master's universe strongly, but it still checks it every once in a while. Now it seems that they have known this situation, so they are ready to come in advance and kill Master. End of this chapter. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 925. Being able to kill the founder of the world means that at least there is a strong man born in Panyan universe who is close to the peak of the founder of the world. At the peak of the creation ancestor, the next step is the Chaos realm. How could the four holy realms and the heavenly powers that covet the heart of the Panyan universe allow such powerful men to be born? Once born, if they refine the heart of the universe first, they will not be able to refine it. In the endless years, weak and powerful people have appeared in the universe, and they have refined the heart of the universe and become powerful people. There have also been strong men in the heavenly Deo realm from the four sacred realms, who have snatched and refined the heart of the universe and become powerful heavenly masters. Kunlunjing continued. Got it, Li Yang completely understood it at this time. In the Panyan universe where he is located, the heart of the universe, a precious treasure that can become a heavenly lord after being refined, has been born, which has attracted the attention of many heavenly lord forces. It is very difficult for them to refine it, and they have not succeeded so far, but they are still trying. As for the life born in Panyan universe, the difficulty of refining the heart of the universe is 1,000 times easier than that of the strong men in the four holy realms. They can even try to refine it in the realm of chaos, and at the latest they can break through to the realm of heaven. It will definitely be refining successfully. Therefore, once a large number of founders appear in Panyan universe, these powerful deity forces will come and kill all life in Panyan universe, eliminating the possibility of their refining. Times degree 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 times degree 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 times. This time, the news came out that Li Yang and the Hunyuan ancestor teamed up to kill the creation ancestor, which led to those forces deliberately increasing the strength of Panyan universe and preparing to arrive in advance to kill Li Yang. Li Yang's face darkened slightly. Panyan universe had been destroyed countless times. Li Yang was still thinking before that the founder of the world would not die, he would have eternal life if he reached the realm of gods, and the universe would not destroy itself. So how did all the forces in their universe disappear before? Now it seems that the mastermind behind the scenes turns out to be the Tianzun forces from the four sacred areas. A universe itself has the ability to breed life. Even if all life is killed, it will not be long before it can breed again. Li Yang's human race first developed on those ruins. But these Tianzun forces are like cutting leaks. Once there are more founders, they begin to come again and destroy everything. According to normal development, it is estimated that Li Yang's cosmic era will face annihilation if it develops several times longer. His face kept changing, and Li Yang suddenly asked, Kunlun Mirror, after the powerful men from the four holy realms come, will their strength be suppressed to the stage of the founder of the world? Right. Kunlun Mirror Weapon Spirit nodded and said, Master, in the universe where the heart of the universe exists, the repressive power is the greatest among all. Even if the heavenly Lord comes, the strength will be suppressed below the chaos realm. At most, it has the peak strength of the ancestral realm. The same is true for other powerful people. Hearing this, Li Yang nodded. The arrival of powerful men from the chaos realm and even the heavenly Dao realm from the four holy realms would definitely be a huge disaster for Panyan universe. However, Li Yang did not panic at this time. Because, in terms of strength, he has definitely reached the limit of the ancestral realm. Looking at the ancestral realm alone, he will not be afraid of any strong person. Master, don't worry. As long as I am here, Master will not die, and there is a high probability that he will be able to refine the heart of the universe in the future. Kunlun Mirror looked at Li Yang's expression and said confidently. Oh? What means do you have? Seeing the appearance of Kunlun Mirror heart, Li Yang asked. Needless to say, Panyan universe is definitely under surveillance from the outside world now. He estimates that the moment he leaves Panyan universe, he will be controlled by the powerful men of the four holy realms. Now, Li Yang knows that Kaishan sect is definitely a force in the four holy realms. He had previously hoped to go to Kaishan sect and continue to refine a clone similar to the ancestral dragon, but now it seems that this path is not feasible at all. He can only stay in this universe and continue to practice. The Kunlun Mirror Spirit confidently said, Master, what you triggered before was only the sole impact of the Kunlun Mirror. This is actually an incidental function of the Kunlun Mirror itself, and it is nothing. The Kunlun Mirror has a heaven-defying effect, that is, it can travel through time and space, and even reincarnation. Traveling through time and space? Reincarnation. Hearing this, Li Yang was startled, with a look of extreme shock on his face. Kunlun Mirror, are you talking about reincarnation? Life is magical, nurtured and born by the universe, and continues to multiply. However, when a life dies, it can reverse the course of time and be resurrected. This is the only way to come back to life, and no other method is possible. As for reincarnation, Li Yang has grown up to this day and doesn't believe in the theory of reincarnation at all. Yes, Master. Kunlun Mirror explained, the essence of life lies in the soul, and the essence of the soul lies in the soul mark. I can take the Master's soul mark, break through the void, and quickly reach the four sacred areas. And I can put the Master's soul mark into entering the body of any force, even the baby of the Tianzun force, then the Master can naturally become a member of the Tianzun force. With the Master's talent will be focused on cultivating talents by the Tianzun force, and he will break through to the realm of chaos or even the realm of heaven in the future. It's very possible. Master cannot refine Panyan universe's cosmic heart in the realm of chaos, but he will definitely be able to refine it when he reaches the realm of heaven. At this time, after hearing what Kunlun Jing said, Li Yang felt a huge shock on his whole body. Reincarnate, become a baby again, and enter a heavenly power? This completely changed his mind. After being stunned for a long time, Li Yang asked, Kunlun Mirror, after reincarnation, am I still me? I still belong to Panyan universe and will not be suppressed by Panyan universe. He was born in the four sacred domains. For Panyan universe, he is also an outsider, right? Master, with my assistance, the essence of your soul will not change, but there is an extra part. You belong to Panyan Universe and the four sacred domains, Kunlun Mirror explained. Li Yang did not speak for a long time. Today, the information he knew, as well as reincarnation, had a huge impact on him. The world he knew has changed dramatically in a short period of time. The Chaos Realm, the Heavenly Deo Realm, the Heavenly Venerable Force, the heart of the universe, reincarnation, all of these have a huge impact on him. Master, if you want to start reincarnation, you can do it now, Kunlun Mirror Spirit said. For you, this is the fastest way to improve your strength. At this time, there was a hint of expectation on the little face of Kunlun Mirror Spirit. The four sacred realms are the best places for cultivation, and this Panyan universe is undoubtedly too barren for him. He certainly hopes that Li Yang will go to the four sacred realms to cultivate as soon as possible. Thanks to 08 for the 100 reward, thank you. End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 926. In the Panyan universe, Li Yang's growth rate will obviously be greatly restricted. In the four sacred domains, the cultivation environment and the understanding of the laws are undoubtedly much better than those in the universe. The key is resources. More than 100 million top masters like those in the Panyan universe finally went to the four sacred domains. It can be said that the four sacred domains gather the top masters of billions of universes. With more masters, there will naturally be more cultivation resources, etc. Similar to the inheritance of the 57 fusion laws of the Kaishan sect, it makes each race crazy in the Panyan universe, and even forms a coalition to deal with the human race. In the four sacred domains, the inheritance of the 57 fusion laws is estimated to be easy to encounter. Kunlun Mirror said, Master, you can breed clones, even the clones of the ancestral dragon. After reincarnation, the master can breed clones similar to the ancestral dragon. In the four sacred domains, although the life level of the ancestral dragon tribe is high, there are many who can match them. If you refine it, it will be easy for the master to break through to the Chaos Realm in the future. Kunlun Mirror has been following Li Yang for a long time, and he naturally knows something about Li Yang's situation. Breeding clones is something that the top forces in the four sacred domains often do. After all, having one more clone is equivalent to having a means of saving their lives. As long as they are not killed by the soul, they don't have to worry about death. Diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit. The world tree is very rare. There are not many strong people with clones in the Panyan universe. But for the top forces in the four sacred domains, it is nothing. In the four sacred domains, they can't find clones like the world tree that can breed life. They can look for them in billions of universes. It can be said that the strong or Tianjiao characters in the top forces of the four sacred domains basically have clones. But they can only breed life of a lower level than themselves, unlike Li Yang. The Emperor breeds the life of the natural master, and the master breeds the life of the natural ancestor. The former has limited benefits for cultivation, and it can be said that it is an additional means of life saving. But the latter has huge benefits for cultivation. Like Li Yang, with the Saint Meteorite clone and the Ancestral Dragon clone, he has no bottleneck in breaking through to become the master and the ancestor. Once the law is comprehended, he will naturally break through. Hearing Kunlun Mirror talking about the origin of the ancestor dragon, Li Yang's heart moved and asked, Kunlun Mirror, is this ancestor dragon also a life of the four sacred domains? Before, Li Yang always thought that the ancestor dragon was bred in their universe, but he didn't expect it to be foreign. Yes, Master. The Kunlun Mirror spirit, the little man nodded his head and said, the ancestral dragon, combined with their own blood, they created a powerful means to travel through any void. They can travel through the void and come to the Panion universe without any obstacles. Their goal is also the heart of the universe. After all, staying in the Panion universe, the difficulty of refining is definitely much simpler than refining in the outside world. But they basically failed, and if they stay in the Panion universe for a long time, even if they are in the ancestral realm, their lives will come to an end. The Panion universe is repulsive to foreign life. If you stay for a long time, death is the only way. So that's it. Hearing what Kunlun Mirror said, Li Yang nodded. The ancestor of creation is the strongest existence in this universe, but several corpses of the ancestor dragon were found before, which is obviously an unsolved mystery. I didn't expect the reason to be this. The alien life ancestor dragon, by means of shuttling through the void, descended to the Panion universe, wanting to refine the heart of the universe, but in the end failed one by one, and the ending was also a continuous death. How difficult is it to refine the heart of the universe? Those Tianzun forces and direct descendants of Tianjiao find it difficult to refine it. How can the ancestor dragon easily refine it successfully? Kunlun Mirror shook his head. However, the temptation of the Tianzun is too great. Even if they know that they have to pay with their lives, the ancestor dragons still descend. Not only in the Panion universe, but also in several other universes where the heart of the universe exists and has not been refined, there are ancestor dragons descending. For a glimmer of hope, even if they know they will die, they will continue to fight. This is the attraction of the heavenly venerable. Only by becoming the heavenly venerable can one truly gain a foothold in the four sacred realms and be fearless. After Kunlunjing finished speaking, he looked at Li Yang and said, "Master, as long as you enter the four sacred realms now, you will definitely become a new heavenly venerable in the future." Li Yang did not speak. What Kunlun Mirror said undoubtedly made him very excited. According to Kunlun Mirror, even in this universe, the difficulty of refining the heart of the universe is 1,000 times simpler than that of the strong men in the foreign universe and the four sacred domains, but the heart of the universe can only be barely sensed in the chaos realm, and it can only be refined 100% in the heavenly Dao realm. However, Li Yang had sensed it just after he broke through to the creator realm before. Li Yang was sure that what he had sensed before was the heart of the universe of Panyan universe. Sensing it in advance means that Li Yang will most likely succeed in refining the heart of the universe in the chaos realm in the future. And the clone can still be nurtured, and it will not be difficult for Li Yang to break through to the chaos realm in the future. It can be said that the difficulty of Li Yang becoming a heavenly venerable is much simpler than Kunlun Mirror expected. Even so, Li Yang still shook his head and said, "Let's talk about it after a while." His eyes looked into the distance. The human race was about to reach the Chaos Plains, and it was unknown who would be the strong men from the four holy lands. Li Yang would not leave until these issues were resolved. Seeing Li Yang's refusal, the Kunlun Mirror spirit said, "Okay, Master, tell me when you want to go to the four sacred areas. I'll go and recover first. I just woke up and haven't recovered to my peak yet." Okay, Li Yang nodded. Seeing that Li Yang didn't ask any more questions, the Kunlun Mirror spirit disappeared. At this time, Li Yang felt that it was staying in a place in the Kunlun Mirror, absorbing soul light spots. Li Yang didn't move. He thought for a while and then walked out. He came to the eternal ancestor. Li Yang. Seeing Li Yang coming, the eternal ancestor said, "Wait a little longer. In 5 minutes, we will reach the chaos plane." At this time, the eternal ancestor's face was not very good. The 10 six-color crystals that appeared were snatched and divided by major forces within 5 minutes, and the human race didn't even have the qualifications to participate. "Teacher, I have something to tell you about the 6-color crystals." Li Yang didn't waste time and directly explained his purpose. "Oh, 6-color crystal?" Hearing what Li Yang said, the eternal ancestor asked, "Do you know what this 6-color crystal is?" 6-color crystal, at this time, no one in the entire universe probably knows about it. However, Li Yang has the inheritance of Caishan sect, and maybe he can find some relevant information from it. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 927. The Eternal Ancestor looked at Li Yang expectantly. This treasure can help ordinary masters to have the strength of the Creator in just 1 minute. The value of this treasure may not be comparable to that of several supreme holy artifacts. Li Yang nodded. Teacher, this 6-color crystal is called the Ancestral Crystal. He told the Eternal Ancestor the news he got from the Kunlun Mirror Spirit. What? The Ancestral Crystal is a treasure that consumes potential. The strength of the Creator can only last for 100 years. When the energy is exhausted, most of the masters who refine the Ancestral Crystal will die. Even if a small number of them are not dead, their strength will retreat to the level of the Emperor, and they will not have eternal life. When the Eternal Ancestor heard what Li Yang said, his face changed again and again. Obviously, the situation of the 6-color crystal was beyond his expectations. No wonder it can increase so much strength. The Creator needs to create a complete world in the stage of the Creator. How can a crystal be able to step into it? It turns out that there are such big side effects. While his face changed, the Eternal Ancestor also understood. For example, the fruit that increases strength suddenly increases after swallowing, but then it will fall into a long-term weak state, and its strength will be reduced to 1/10. And this Ancestor Crystal is obviously also a treasure that increases strength suddenly, and its duration is relatively long. In addition, its side effects are also greater. Fortunately, we knew the news in advance. At this time, the Eternal Ancestor suddenly felt fortunate. Knowing this news, we must not let the master of the human race refine it. It is only the strength of the Ancestor of creation for 100 years, but it costs his own life. It is estimated that knowing this news, few masters will be willing to refine it. After all, the master does not commit suicide, and can exist forever. Li Yang, we must tell this news to my human race immediately. The Eternal Ancestor said, but we still have to fight for this Ancestor Crystal. It may be useful in the future. Well, teacher, you make the decision. Li Yang nodded. Then, the news was spread by the Eternal Ancestor, and the faces of the masters of the human race changed suddenly. What? Is this Ancestor Crystal a treasure that can increase strength and overdraw vitality? After possessing the strength of the Ancestor of creation for 100 years, the energy will be exhausted and death will occur? Even if it does not die, the strength will degenerate to the level of the Emperor? And there will be no eternal life. Hearing what the Eternal Ancestor said, the color of the human race changed. The matter must be told to them, otherwise, when they arrive at the Chaos Plane, they get the Ancestor Crystal and can't wait to refine it, which is obviously not a good thing for the human race. Next to the Eternal Ancestor is the Hunyuan Ancestor. At this time, his face is constantly changing, and he is obviously shocked by the situation of the Ancestor Crystal. After a while, the Hunyuan Ancestor hurriedly said, "Everyone, we just need to know about this matter, don't spread it out." Other alien races' strong men refining the Ancestor Crystal is obviously more beneficial to the human race. I know, Hunyuan Ancestor. Haha, those alien masters have obtained so many Ancestor Crystals, and now they are very proud. After 100 years, they will cry. Hearing this news, the rulers of the human race were shocked at first, and then the anxiety in their hearts disappeared all of a sudden. Before, they could only see others fighting for the ancestral crystal stone and constantly refining it. One by one, the rulers of the alien races who were as strong as them or even weaker than them quickly became the ancestors of creation. Of course, they were anxious. And now, this ancestral crystal stone is not a good thing. They are now obviously gloating in their hearts. After 100 years, all the rulers who refined the ancestral crystal stone will die, and the strength of the major alien races will be even weaker than that of the human race. Soon, the rulers of the human race retreated again, leaving only Li Yang and the Eternal Ancestor and the Hunyuan Ancestor. Looking at the two, Li Yang did not hide anything and said, "Teacher, Hunyuan Ancestor, I just learned some information about the outside of our universe. According to this trend, soon, the strong men of the four sacred domains will come, and it may even be in a few minutes or within a few hours. There is no use for Li Yang to conceal it now. Outside the universe. Li Yang, do you know the situation outside the universe?" Hearing what Li Yang said, the faces of the Eternal Ancestor and the Hunyuan Ancestor changed. As the earliest rising powerhouses of the human race, they believed that there must be many other powerhouses besides them. Because their current achievements are completely based on inheritance, they have not yet surpassed those powerhouses who left inheritances. The entire universe has no idea how long it has existed. Becoming a god means eternal life. Is it possible that no ancient existence survived? This is simply impossible. In addition, Li Yang told them about the Caitian section. The Caitian sect has a complete inheritance of 57 fusion laws, and even how to break through to the Chaos Realm. Before, Li Yang also talked to Yongheng Ancestor and Hunyuan Ancestor about the situation of Chaos Realm. This information at least shows that Caitian sect has a Chaos Realm powerhouse. Looking at the eyes of the two, Li Yang nodded and said, "The universe we are in is Panyan universe, and outside the universe are the four holy domains." Li Yang explained the situation in detail. He won't say it now, but he will still say it when the four holy domain powerhouses come later. Listening to the information Li Yang said, Yongheng Ancestor and Hunyuan Ancestor were first shocked and shocked. Chaos Realm, Heavenly Dao Realm, and even the Tianzun Force later, after the Ancestral Realm, there are 3 realms. Moreover, there are countless strong people in the 4 holy domains, and even many Tianzun forces. In comparison, their strength is too weak. At first, they were shocked and shocked, but when Li Yang said the latter, the faces of the 2 ancestors of Yongheng and Hunyuan became solemn and changed again and again. "Li Yang, you said that there is a heart of the universe in our Panyan universe. This is a treasure that the Tianzun forces covet. Every time our Panyan universe develops to a certain extent, and the number of powerful ancestors of creation increases to a certain extent, the Tianzun forces of the 4 holy domains will come and destroy our universe. The ancestor crystal stone was deliberately thrown down by them, with the purpose of enhancing the strength of our universe, and then preparing to come." Hearing what Li Yang said, the ancestor of Yongheng and the ancestor of Hunyuan could not remain calm, and their faces were very ugly. Conspiracy: the large number of ancestor crystal stones on the chaos plane is completely a conspiracy. Their universe is about to face the disaster of extinction. Li Yang nodded and said, "Now, there are dozens of founders of our universe, and they are expected to come soon. This time is estimated to be no more than an hour." Li Yang knew that in 5 minutes, they would reach the chaos plane. At this time, there must be strong men from the 4 sacred domains on the chaos plane. The main target of those strong men is him and the Hunyuan ancestor. Perhaps as soon as they appear, those strong men will come directly. Thanks to Zero Eta for the 100 reward, thank you. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 928. The Yongheng ancestor and Hunyuan ancestor looked extremely ugly when they heard the information Li Yang said. In no more than an hour, the 4 powerful saints will come and start a world-destroying war against the Panyan universe where they are. The Hunyuan ancestor turned his eyes and suddenly said, "Li Yang, if we take action and kill all the alien masters who have become ancestors, will the powerful men from the 4 holy domains not be able to come? Since the 4 holy domain forces deliberately increase the strength of the Panyan universe, they should be able to stop it by eliminating the increased strength." Hearing this, Li Yang shook his head and said, "No, the influence of the strong men in the Panian universe will last for a while, and it is impossible to kill them and they will disappear. Li Yang had thought of this method before. The four powerful saints came and deliberately made the Panian universe stronger. If Li Yang eliminated these increased strengths. For this idea, Kunlun Mirror directly denied it. For example, Panian universe gave birth to 100 founding ancestors at once. Even if all of them were killed in a short period of time, the influence of these 100 founding ancestors on Panian universe was still there and could not disappear instantly. Seeing Li Yang shaking his head, the face of Hunyuan ancestor showed disappointment. At this time, Yongheng ancestor looked at Li Yang and couldn't help asking, "Li Yang, are you sure you can deal with those powerful people who came?" They also knew that no matter how strong those powerful people who came, they would be greatly suppressed when they entered Panian universe, and they could only exert the peak strength of the founding ancestors. But even with such strength, the founding ancestors of Panian universe could not deal with it. Even if it was the Hunyuan ancestor, with comprehensive strength in all aspects, it would only reach the level of the middle stage of the founding ancestors. With such strength, only one of the four holy domains could easily deal with the Hunyuan ancestor. Therefore, only Li Yang still had a little hope. When Yongheng ancestor asked, Hunyuan ancestor also looked at him with expectation in his eyes. If Li Yang cannot deal with the strong men from the four holy domains, the fate of Panian universe is the death of all life. Under the gaze of the two, Li Yang nodded and said, "It should be possible. Even if it is not possible, they can't do anything to me." Hearing what Li Yang said, the eyes of the eternal ancestor and the Hunyuan ancestor suddenly lit up. They also know Li Yang's character and will never say anything that he is not sure of. Since Li Yang said so, it means that he has the ability to deal with the strong men from the four holy domains. Speaking. Swish. The top ruler of the human race, the Galaxy Lord, came quickly and said, "Eternal Ancestor, Hunyuan Ancestor, Li Yang, the Chaos Plane has undergone a huge change just now. At least 50 ancestor crystals appeared from various places and were refined by the rulers of the alien race one by one." 50. Hearing this, Li Yang, the eternal ancestor, and the Hunyuan ancestor looked at each other. "Are you so impatient?" Li Yang said secretly in his heart. According to what Kunlun Mirror said before, when the number of founding ancestors in their universe reaches 100, the strong men from the four holy domains can descend. Just now, there were already 60 alien masters who relied on the ancestral crystals to become the founding ancestors, and now there are more than 50 ancestral crystals. Li Yang knew without thinking that these 50 or so would appear deliberately beside the masters. At this time, the number of founding ancestors in the entire Panian universe has exceeded 100. Rightward arrow. Buzz. In a huge chaotic plane, a space teleportation array flashed, and then strong men appeared one by one. It's a human strong man. The human strong man is finally here. The appearance of these strong men instantly attracted the attention of some strong men from nearby tribes. Haha, the human race is too slow. Just now, more than 56 color crystals appeared, and more than 40 masters became the founders of the universe. There are already 6 founders of the demon race, 5 of the metal race, and 5 of the ice moon race. Even the Kongli Jiaolong tribe and the Lizing Beast tribe have 2 founders. After this time, the human race will no longer have the power to dominate the universe. Yes, there will definitely be another war next. At least most of the many territories occupied by the human race must be returned. The strong men of each tribe discussed. Li Yang and the Hunyuan ancestor joined forces, and they had the power to kill the founder of the universe, which made countless tribes afraid and dared not offend. But what was the situation before? Among the 20 founders of the universe, several are special lives that travel alone. There are only a dozen who can really fight with the human race. On average, there is one founder of the peak tribe. In this case, no tribe dared to offend the human race, and they could only give up their territory obediently. Now, the top tribes before, the Demon tribe has 6 founders, the Metal tribe has 5 founders, the Ice Moon tribe has 5 founders. Even the second-tier tribes that were very weak before and had no founders, have several founders. The number of founders in the entire universe is even more than 100. The human race is strong and can kill the founders, but facing more than 100 founders, the human race cannot be a match. More than 100 founders, if they join forces, they can definitely kill any one of them easily, and the killing speed is even faster than Li Yang and the Hunyuan ancestor joining forces. Since the many alien races in the entire universe have joined forces and have the strength to deal with the human race, then the human race has no right to occupy so many territories. The best core areas of the entire universe are all occupied by the human race. On average, the territory occupied by the human race occupies 70% of the universe. Before, they had no strength to resist, but now, the strength of each major ethnic group has increased dramatically, and all alien ethnic groups can no longer be divided according to the previous territory. There must be another battle between them and the human race. At this time, most of the alien races gathered around. Because the 6 color crystals basically appeared in this direction and fell from the space cracks, so the strong men, the ancestors of creation, basically stayed around here, waiting for the next 6 color crystal to fall, and then started to fight. Not far away, the ancestors of the demon race, Wuhan, were all there, and when Li Yang and others appeared, they looked over. Human race. When the Wuhan ancestor saw the ancestor of Hunyuan and Li Yang and his party, his eyes showed an extremely hateful look. He and the demon race's blood dove ancestor rose from obscurity and have been together for endless years. How deep is their relationship? But before, in a battle with the human race, the blood dove ancestor chose to self-destruct in order to let him escape. The human race is strong, and the Wuhan ancestor can only bear the hatred and even give up the territory where the demon race has lived for endless years. But now, everything has changed again. End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 929. Ancestor. Lord Qinglang stayed next to the ancestor of Wuhan and said quickly, "This human race was powerful before, but now our monster race has 6 founders, and the other major ethnic groups have even more than 100 founders. Humanly, no matter how powerful Yang He Hunyuan's ancestor is, he cannot be the opponent of many of our ethnic groups. This time, we must let the human race return the territory of our demon tribe." Before, the Blue Wolf Lord was extremely frightened of the human race, but now, as he possesses the strength of the founder of the world, his confidence has also expanded crazily. Qinglang is right. The human race is so domineering, and now God won't help them. Let these 6 color crystal stones appear, and the dominance of the human race will be directly broken. We made them vomit out everything the humans ate before. If you don't spit it out, we will deal with the human race today. One after another, the new creation ancestors of the demon clan all said one after another. The monster tribe was previously the highest-ranking ethnic group among the top 10 peak ethnic groups. In the hearts of the powerful demon clan, they are number 1 in the universe. After all, in terms of strength, only the demon clan and the human race have 2 founding ancestors. In terms of holy weapons, only the demon clan has 2 supreme holy weapons, and the human clan only has 1. They are number 1 and deserve it. The first ethnic group in the universe, how arrogant are they? However, the monster clan was forced into such a situation by the human race, and its territory was completely given up. Now the monster clan's territory is not 1/10 of what it was before, and it is not even the core of the universe. Relatively speaking, the monster clan's territory is quite large. It has shrunk dozens of times. Without strength before, the demon clan could only endure it, but now that the demon clan's strength has become stronger again, they can't wait to deal with the human race. The ancestor of Wuhan had a cold face, and he had the same thoughts as the Blue Wolf Lord and others. The hatred in his heart has never been forgotten. Now that he has the strength to take revenge, how could he not take any action at all? Walk. As soon as the figure moved, Wuhan ancestor flew directly towards Li Yang. Not only the demon clan camp, but also the metal clan, Ice Moon clan and other ethnic camps, all flew towards the human clan camp. The humans came just in time. Our clan suffered such heavy losses before, so now let the humans come back. It just so happens that the powerful people from all the major ethnic groups are here, asking the ethnic groups to hand over the territory they previously occupied. At this time, the new founders of the Metal Tribe and the Ice Moon Tribe all had hatred in their eyes. The Demon Clan is actually okay. Their clan was really miserable before. The founder of the world was killed and most of the masters died. The clan's most powerful combat power was only at the ordinary master level, and the clan's territory was reduced by more than 100 times. The hatred for the human race in their hearts is no less than that of the demon race. Boom. 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 Terrifying fluctuations continued to emit, and in the blink of an eye, strong men continued to appear around the human camp, completely surrounding them. What's going on? So many strong men are surrounding the human race. Stupid, obviously the demon race, metal race, ice moon race, etc. are going to deal with the human race. Of course we have to deal with them. They were all peak tribes before. At this time, the territory is completely occupied by the human race. Now that they have strength, how can they not take action? Seeing such a scene, some powerful people from the ethnic group were shocked. Not all ethnic groups dare to deal with the human race, there are still a few who stay far away and watch, not daring to approach. Li Yang's face was calm at this time, looking at the strong men who were quickly surrounding him. The faces of the Eternal Ancestor and the Hunyuan Ancestor changed slightly. The Eternal Ancestor waved his right hand, and then the human race masters disappeared one after another. In the void, the only human camp surrounded by everyone was Li Yang, the Eternal Ancestor, and the Hunyuan Ancestor. Human. The strong aliens were all very fast. After surrounding the human race, the demon Green Wolf Master flew out and said coldly, "Very good, you still dare to appear here." Li Yang consciously paid attention to the huge space crack in the sky above the chaos plane, but he said, "Why don't you dare?" Haha, human Li Yang, your human race was powerful before, but now, can you human race deal with more than 100 founders? The master of the Blue Wolf laughed and said, "You humans were so domineering before and occupied so much territory of our many ethnic groups. Now, you all will give it back. Otherwise, there is only one battle. Human race, return the territory. If you don't pay it back, our clan will fight your human clan until death." After the master Qinglang finished speaking, angry voices also sounded. Although the major ethnic groups are already very strong, it is still difficult to kill Li Yang and Hunyuan Ancestor. However, things are different now. In the past, there were all the major foreign coalition forces. Together they were no match for the human race, so they had no choice but to give in. But now, there are many alien races and more than 100 founders, who are more powerful than the human race. If the human race insists on not returning the territory, then they will start a war. Just like the previous strategy of the coalition forces, they will enter the human race's territory and start wreaking havoc. Even if all the top leaders of the human race mobilized, it would be impossible to stop the destruction caused by more than 100 founders. Until death. Hearing the voices around him, Li Yang looked around and saw that the speakers were Lord Jinhong of the Metal Tribe and Lord Yanlu of the Ice Moon Tribe. His face remained calm and he just glanced at the three of them. This human Li Yang's face is too calm, and he is not panicked at all. Haha, just because your face is calm doesn't mean your heart is calm too. More than 100 founding ancestors, no matter how hard I think, I can't think of any way for the human race to resist. Haha, maybe at this moment, human Li Yang and the eternal ancestors and primordial ancestors of the human race are communicating with each other, anxiously discussing countermeasures. Seeing Li Yang's calm expression, the strong men immediately discussed. As for the three green wolf lords who spoke, they were obviously very unhappy at this time. With so many people forcing them, they hoped to see the panic of humans, but Li Yang's expression was so calm that what he said had no effect on Li Yang. This feeling was like a punch on cotton, which was obviously not what he wanted to see. Feeling unhappy, the Green Wolf Lord snorted again and said, "Human Li Yang, you." Just as he was about to say something, a cold voice suddenly came from his ear. "Noisy." Then, the Green Wolf Lord felt a soul shock coming. Human Li Yang took action. Feeling this soul shock, the Green Wolf Lord's face changed slightly. However, he had been prepared for this. After all, the human Li Yang's soul means were famous. Humph. Human Li Yang, even if your soul attack suppresses my strength to the master level, there are so many creation ancestors present, how many can you suppress? The Blue Wolf Overlord showed a sneer at the corner of his mouth. He is now the creation ancestor. Even if his strength is greatly suppressed, the human race can't kill him in one attack. What's more, there are so many creation ancestors around him. However, the Blue Wolf Overlord just sneered at the corner of his mouth, and suddenly felt that his soul collapsed directly. Facing Li Yang's soul attack, he had no power to resist at all. In an instant, the momentum fluctuations on his body dissipated like a tide. Thanks to Zero Eta for the 100 rewards, thank you. End of this chapter. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 931. The Blue Wolf Overlord was confident. I hope readers will remember our domain name Taiwan Novel Network rightward arrow. Li Yang and the Hunyuan ancestor could join forces to kill him easily, but the hundreds of creation ancestors present would not let Li Yang take action. Once Li Yang took action, the other creation ancestors would inevitably take action. However, the Blue Wolf Overlord knew that he was wrong, and he was wrong when he just came into contact with Li Yang's soul attack. Li Yang's soul was like a mountain pressing down, and his soul had no resistance at all and collapsed directly. And there is only one result of soul collapse, that is death. No. The Blue Wolf Overlord looked horrified, and the sneer on his mouth had not disappeared, and the whole person's life breath was completely dim. Not only him, but also the Jin Hung Overlord of the Metal Clan and the Yan Lu Overlord of the Ice Moon Clan, both of whom had a dim life breath at the same time and lost their life breath. At this time, Li Yang's soul exploded, and some of the surrounding founders clearly sensed it, and their faces changed one by one. Human Li Yang dared to attack first. Humans are looking for death, so let's not talk nonsense. Attack now. We are hundreds of founders, united, aren't we still the opponents of human Li Yang, Hunyuan ancestor, and others? A series of angry voices suddenly sounded. Boom. 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 The terrible attack emanated from several founders of the Demon Clan Wuhan ancestor, several founders of the Metal Clan, several founders of the Ice Moon Clan, and even the founders of the Kongli Jiaolong Clan. They knew that their personal strength was not the opponent of Li Yang and Hunyuan ancestor, so they would definitely choose to join forces. The attack fluctuations of more than 100 founders, how terrifying would that be? The Chaos Plane is an extremely special place. Other places cannot withstand the attacks of the master level. If they take action, the entire space will collapse. But the Chaos Plane was very strange. The attacks of the overlords could hardly cause any damage to it, as if it was a space that had been reinforced countless times. Even if the two creation ancestors fought, it would not have any impact on it. However, at this time, with the momentum of so many strong men radiating, tiny cracks appeared in the void. This was the first time such a scene appeared in the chaos plane. However, just as the momentum burst out, the faces of the creation ancestors suddenly changed again. They looked at the three masters of the Blue Wolf, and their faces showed disbelief. Because they found that the momentum fluctuations of the three masters of the Blue Wolf had completely disappeared. Blue Wolf Lord, Yanlu Lord, and the other three have fallen. How is it possible? All three of them have refined the 6 color crystals and have the strength of the original creators. How could they fall at once? Were they killed instantly by human Li Yang? 2,000 years ago, human Li Yang and Hunyuan ancestor joined forces to have the strength to kill the original creator, and it took at least 10 seconds. How did human Li Yang do this? Shocked, shocked. Just now they only felt that Li Yang's soul was radiating, and in an instant, Blue Wolf Lord, Yanlu Lord, and the other three original creators died. One attack killed 3 original creators instantly. This is something that has never happened in the universe. Boom. 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 In an instant, all these original creators retreated violently, and all gathered together, not daring to separate. At this time, they looked at Li Yang as if they were looking at a killing god. Their strength is similar to that of the 3 Green Wolf Lords. If Li Yang could kill the 3 Green Wolf Lords so easily, he could definitely kill them easily. Many powerful men were in disbelief at this time. The Creator, the most peak realm in the universe, was killed in seconds. Many powerful men were terrified. At this time, the face of the demon clan Wuhan ancestor also changed drastically, and his face showed an extremely horrified look. Impossible. He looked at Li Yang and said angrily, "Human Li Yang, what kind of means are you using?" He couldn't believe it, or to be more precise, he didn't want to believe it. He wanted to avenge the Blood Dove ancestor and wanted to take back the territory of the demon clan. Naturally, he hoped to defeat Li Yang, Hunyuan ancestor, etc. But before he made a move, Li Yang actually showed such terrible strength. Wuhan ancestor was shocked and angry, staring at Li Yang with blood-red eyes. "Human Li Yang, you broke through to become the creator. Being able to kill ordinary creators in seconds, that strength is at least close to the peak of the creator. This realm, they didn't dare to imagine it at all. After all, their strength is at the early stage of the creation ancestor. The peak of the creation ancestor. Human Li Yang has such strength now, he must have broken through. How can he practice so fast? In just a few thousand years, he broke through and became the creation ancestor. At this time, other alien strongmen guessed it. They knew that Li Yang was still in the domination realm 2,000 years ago. Many strong men looked very ugly. Originally thought that they had so many strong men, they could easily deal with the human race, and at least they could tie with the human race. However, before they could make a move, Li Yang killed 3 of them in seconds. Killing in seconds, what does this mean? Before, Li Yang and the Hunyuan ancestor joined forces to kill a creation ancestor in about 10 seconds, which scared them out of their wits. And now, in these 10 seconds, Li Yang can definitely kill all of them. Just like the ancestor of creation can kill the master in seconds, no matter how many masters there are, they will not pose a threat to the ancestor of creation. Now, these ancestor of creation are like the master who can be easily killed in seconds, and they can't pose any threat to Li Yang. The ancestors looked at Li Yang in fear, but Li Yang didn't pay any attention to them at this time. His eyes looked at the crack in the space. "Master, people from the 4 sacred domains are coming." In the body, the Kunlun mirror spirit appeared again, and the voice was transmitted to Li Yang's mind. At this time, Li Yang's soul obviously felt a little abnormal, and he could feel that a figure was approaching here quickly. Is it finally here? Li Yang's eyes showed a trace of solemnity. He was not 100% sure to deal with this crisis. After all, he didn't fight, and he didn't know the specific strength of the opponent. He didn't really fight with the peak-level strongman of the ancestor of creation. Thinking in his heart. Boom. Suddenly, the whole void became dark immediately, and muffled thunders continued to sound, mixed with lightning. In the void, chains of order appeared faintly. In an instant, the entire sky became completely dark, covering the entire vast chaos plane. What happened? Seeing this change, the faces of the demon clan Wuhan ancestor and others changed. Chaos plane, the void has been very calm for endless years, and there has never been any special changes. Wind, rain, thunder, and lightning do not exist at all. The key is that as the black clouds pressed down, the Wuhan ancestor and others actually felt a little palpitation in their hearts, as if they were being stared at by something extremely dangerous. While everyone's faces were uncertain. Swish. Swish. In the void, two figures suddenly appeared out of thin air.